Welcome to a brand new episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It, aka WRI. You can find us at weroguelikeit.com, not at WRI.com. I don't know what that is. We can't afford it. No one can afford three-letter domains at this point. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpier.
Hi.
It's our fourth and final week of Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Sadly, the end of our coverage on this show. Happily, the start of our coverage on TVGP. So listen to the main show if you want to listen to more of us playing this song. Not to spoil the next episode. We're probably going to keep playing this game if I'm going to guess. How did your week in the mines go, Moon?
I did basically every single mastery that I can do so far. I am still on that process right now. I have completed every mastery I have access to except for the hazard level 4 masteries. I'm not geared for that yet. I did every biome mastery, and I'm working my way through the class masteries now as well because I want them bonuses. To put it politely. Did you see the floor is lava picture that I posted in the We Roguelike It Discord?
Yeah, Moon posted a very fiery screenshot over on the TVGP Discord, discord.tvgp.tv. That just the screen was entirely full of either fire or lava. What was happening?
Or explosions. It was I think it was the mastery for the guy who starts with the throwing axe. Or it might have been the lava caves one, because I did this. I ended up with the same loadout for both. I just went grenade heavy in both runs, and I had the fire grenade, the regular high explosive grenade, the incendiary grenade, the cryo grenade, and I think I had a different grenade. But with all of them, I picked the overclocks where it splits them into 3 smaller grenades.
Wow. Okay. So you're just throwing like 12 grenades at once?
Yes, and every single one of them has a huge status effect.
That's ridiculous.
And because of the other overclocks, like if you pick the overclock for the grenades that splits it into 3, it's minus 20 damage and minus 20 explosion size. That is 2 upgrades away from being fixed, if not improved.
Right.
So I picked that one, and literally I stood still. I didn't have to do anything. I just stood still. And the floor was on fire. It was acid bubbling. It was freezing. The high explosive grenades were just giant like flares going off the whole time. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stand still. This one's done.
You had a Vampire Survivors moment of like, I don't even need to move. I'm good.
Yep. It's so done. I got the achievements for not buying anything from the shop and not picking up any artifacts. It was that done.
My gosh. All right. Jeez. I had the exact opposite experience this week. I had a real struggle of a week, and it's largely, and I'm here to ask you for your advice, for your tips here. I am struggling mightily with on the regular runs, not the escort runs. Gate 2. The real struggle on that is it's on that crystal map where you don't get any red sugar. And the super fast little purple bugs have double health and do double damage. I am struggling hardcore on that. I even tried to do the driller guy. I think it's the driller guy that starts with the flamethrower and gets access to the acid spitter thing. Even with that, I couldn't beat that run. I just kept struggling the entire time, like run after run after run. You're well past that point. For someone like me and some of our listeners that might be stuck in that spot, is there something meta progression wise I'm missing? Is there something I should be focusing on improving, do you think?
I think so. If you've done all of the masteries you can, that would be my recommendation, because I think I made it through that gate with specifically like the 4 things I had done the masteries on.
Okay.
So I think it was like the turrets and everything else.
I've done turrets and the like Deep Rock, whatever the base, the regular, the usual scout thing, that like Deep Rock G2 or whatever it's called. I've only done those two so far.
Yes, the Deep Core.
Deep Core, thank you. I've only done those two so far.
Okay, so I would just go through at like if you're not 100% comfortable on hazard level 3 yet, I would just go through and go through those masteries and just pick the ones that are all at hazard level 2 because you'll find that you can have like 5 or 6 masteried weapons at that point. And then I think the loadout I went with, because I think the turrets were one of the ones I did the mastery with, like the regular LMG ones. I think I did like all of the turret masteries because I love the turrets in this game. They're just so much fun. To just drop and then just stand there. And for those specifically, I think I went that route because I was always trying to put myself in a tunnel so that the turrets would drop behind me and only shoot out of the tunnel that I was digging through.
You did like fish in a barrel sort of thing.
Exactly. So then the turrets have the piercing that go down the corridor. They take out the purple things, hopefully quick enough to think, and then a couple of upgrades in, maybe a floor or 2 in, and you'll have the health upgrades you need. You'll have the thing. Just always keep an eye out for the big crystals to help keep you heal.
Yep. Okay, I think maybe that's what I'll focus on next time I stream, of like whatever I haven't gotten to level 18 to unlock the mastery, especially for like turrets, because I agree. I think every class I've played has been strong. I still think I have one more class mod. I haven't really played the guy with the drilling hands. I haven't really liked him that much. And the gunner, the one that starts off with the weapon that only fires in front of you, that one hasn't been as fun. I got to go back to play him too. I like the turrets a lot as like a playstyle. That's the one I kind of gravitate towards naturally, but I don't think I've gotten all of those to level 18 to unlock the mastery. So maybe that'll be what I do next time I stream, of like, okay, I need to pick up the flame turret, get that to 18, clear the mastery. I need to pick up this turret, need to get that to 18, complete that mastery. Because I was struggling so much that I was having that moment of, in a roguelike, of like,
this is the same wall I hit too, for record. Like I hit this exact same wall.
And it's like, we've played enough roguelikes to say like, okay, what am I not investing in that I'm not giving myself the best kind of opportunity to succeed in this level? Like, where am I missing? Like, is my gear level supposed to be at 40 or something before I go in there? Am I supposed to be at, X number of this or Y level of that? So I'll have to go through and do, because I really want to unlock hazard level 3 and unlock all of the other modes that I don't have yet, like the class mastery and the level mastery and all of that stuff, because those things are genuinely really fun and really do give you a big benefit. But you're right, if I only have like the starter turret powered up, that's good. But if I could get 4 weapons powered up when I go in there, that's going to give me, because every other enemy in that run I'm doing just fine against. It's when those fast buggers just start sprinting at you and you like can't mine fast enough to get out of there. That was one of my biggest frustrations. But I'll have to go and invest more time in the mastery, and I think that'll help. But like, that's kind of the thing that I like about this game, is when you start hitting that wall, I'm sure I would have gotten there eventually, of like, oh yeah, that's right, I have a bevy of additional weapons that I haven't gotten to 18 yet, because I'm really bad at focusing on just one weapon. I haven't gotten those to 18 yet and done the mastery. I should invest in those and get my whole arsenal upgraded, because those bonuses are really big.
They make a huge difference,
right? Because like we were talking about the deep core gun, that gets a flat 12% damage upgrade, but the turrets get I think it's a 7% damage upgrade and a 7% reload speed upgrade, if I remember correctly. So it's not like just a flat damage bonus.
Yeah,
out
everything's
of the gate.
slightly different.
Yeah, but like playing to the weapon strengths, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Same with the classes. Like, I got the interrogator class, I think it was. And one their thing is they get like, I think that's the flamethrower guy. They have a damage increase, but also a health increase because you're close quarters quite frequently with
them. Speaking of weapon upgrades, though, I finally got a weapon mod that made me laugh the most. It was an overclock for the M1000, that kind of like sniper rifle thing. I got the at level 18 for that. I got Thick Boy, the Thick Boy upgrade with just here's one giant bullet that just
so this is you had this on stream, and I recommend it as well. If you plan on getting the Thick Boy, always, if you have a weapon that can get the Thick Boy, always try and get the magazine size overclock beforehand, because the magazine size increases the damage that the Thick Boy does, because it takes all of the bullets and fires them at once.
Right.
So if you have 5 bullets in the magazine, it's 5 times the damage. If you have 10, it's 10 times the damage.
And I loved firing that thing and just seeing it crawl across the screen and just see dozens of numbers just crawl across the screen. And then suddenly
crystals.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. And
so the boomstick shotgun also has a Thick Boy option, just so you know.
Okay. I don't usually really like
it doesn't fire it doesn't fire one bullet, it fires one round that splits into like 5 bullets the same way the normal shot does.
That's ridiculous.
So if you can get yourself a good old 100% magazine size overclock on that, it wrecks some shop.
And that's something that I am really tickled by in this game, of like, Thick Boy is really funny, and it's a really funny idea, and it's very fun to say. Also, it's just a murderer of a weapon. When you're like, okay, let's try doing, okay, I'm going to fire all of the bullets at once. This is going to be dumb. Oh, wait, no, I broke the game. Like, that's, like we've been talking about with this game, when a roguelike will let you break it, some really funny stuff happens. And then you're like, oh, wait, what if I do this and what if I do that? Does that make Thick Boy even stronger? Oh, yeah, it actually does. Okay, so that's a really dumb bonus that turns out to be super overpowered.
Did you... There was a question I was going to ask, and I forgot what it was now. Nope, it's gone.
Okay, was it something I did on stream?
I believe it was, yes.
Okay.
But I can't remember what it was. It's gone.
I streamed this game twice this week, and I'm honestly...
Is it still the same thing for you, where you load it up and then you look down and you're like, oh no, like 3 hours have gone by?
Yeah, so that happens to me I stream it, I do We Roguelike at Wednesdays. And every time I'm just like, okay, I did it's 2 hours? What the heck? Okay. I did it on Friday night as well, and I was like, I'm looking for something super chill to play, and I'm just gonna unlock a bunch of the level objectives for stuff I haven't done yet. So it's like, okay, this level wants me to stand still for 60 seconds. Cool. I'll pick the engineer with the turrets. I'll not move as soon as this run starts, and I'll unlock that. And it was all that stuff. I was planning to stream for maybe an hour or an hour and a half, and I looked down, it had been 2.5 hours already. It's just like, yep, still doing it, man. I was talking about it on stream a little bit. When I was playing Maze Mice on stream, I'd play for about an hour and be like, okay, I'm pretty good with that. That game's great, but the amount of time I wanted to play it in one sitting was significantly lower. Of like, all right, I put in an hour, I feel pretty good about that, I'm gonna move on to something else. With this, even at the end of 3 hours, I'm like, I gotta go do stuff, but I could sit here for another 3 hours and just keep streaming this thing and be super happy about it. And I think, to me, that's the great part about a bullet heaven game like this, especially one that's so well designed all around with all of its interlocking systems, is just like, cool, I lost that run, but I mined a bunch of meta progression currency, and I knocked out 2 more objectives, which got me a gear score level up and a new artifact, and I played enough to get to the point where now I have another class unlocked because I did enough stuff in the level to do one more level, and like I'm still constantly unlocking stuff and improving stuff, and now I have more stuff to focus on, like going and doing more weapon masteries, because as we're talking I'm realizing I have neglected that for a little bit. So like I have another way to go make myself stronger over every run and kind of like invest more in this, and it's just I've unlocked maybe 60 of the over 300 achievements in this game, and I looked at all the achievements and I'm like you were talking about last week, oh, yeah, I could do most of those. I could. There's maybe there's a couple that are
1,000% doable,
annoying, of like crush that one rolling boss with a supply drop.
It's easy enough because you don't listen to me when I say, "Hey, bro, just keep the supply drops for the boss." I do that every round. Every round.
I will give people a tip here for Gate 2. You should really do that in Gate 2. Of like, it doesn't one-shot the boss, but it gets the boss down to like maybe 2 pixels of health, and you can just kind of finish him off pretty easily at that point. So like that's way more. It's super useful, but like even more useful as you get higher and higher in difficulty.
Especially because you can get legendary chests with it. It's so useful to drop that thing and just be like, "Give me that legendary."
That's
now.
Right. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. And of course, I did way more escort missions with Bob. Of course, because that's like I think that's the secret best. And there was one run where I actually got the achievement accidentally by mining every one of the oil shales on the entire run.
Before going to Bob?
No, all of them on the entire run. And I didn't even know that was an achievement. Because basically I would go out and I'd get like 5 or 6 of them because they were all kind of in the same area. Load up Bob. I now realize that there's an achievement to load him up completely all in one go. And there's also another one for clearing out the entire level and then going and seeing him. But I forgot.
Do you know the name of that achievement, by the way?
No.
The only drill dozer here is me.
That's really good. But I forgot on that run, because it was getting late and I was tired, that the bar on the progression for escort missions progresses the further Bob moves. So as he gets rolling, he moves faster and faster. So it was basically like, there's a swarm, there's a swarm, there's a swarm, there's a drop pod. Oh my god, you're at the boss. And I have 3 swarms coming after me on top of like, now you need to go arm these bombs. And I was like, nope, I I messed up on this one. I made a real bad mistake here, man. So that's such a cool mode. I think that's like the secret best mode that I've unlocked so far as escort. It's so good.
So like some of the like there. This is the thing I love about this game's like achievement structure is, it again we've talked about it does the Resident Evil thing. It's giving you rewards for the achievements. It's the friend list race without the friends list kind of situation. I love the fact that all of the achievements are essentially progression based,
right?
Except for just like maybe 20 of them, which are just random.
Yeah. Or like try and do this fun thing.
Under promise, over deliver, and that's to complete a dive with all of your weapons at level 1. How?
Yeah, how would... Interesting. Okay. That's or like, like the one you got for like, don't buy anything in the shop. Don't pick up any artifacts. It's just one of those things of like, okay, I could go do a run like that. Like, let's see how an artifact free run would go, and let's see how fun that would be to do. Like, those are the kind of achievements that I like, that I feel like Isaac got really well for a long time, of like, okay, just go beat everything and go beat some of this fun stuff. Isaac had like its version of that was the challenge runs of like, okay, what if you just shot one really big tier every 10 seconds? Can you clear a run like that? And it's like, well, maybe. Let's try it out.
Stupid speed.
What a terrible run, yeah. All right, do you have any parting words here before we hand it over to the scientists for DRG Survivor?
I mean, go play the game.
You really should. if you listen to the show, you will enjoy this game. I think unless you don't like bullet heaven games, this might be the one to change your mind. We kind of don't say that often, of like, it's just a bullet heaven. If you don't like those, this isn't going to be the one that does it. This one might. Honestly, it's real good. I'm with you. Like I'm going to keep playing this game for a good long time. I'm trying to find a way to slot this and whatever our next game is going to be, which we'll talk about here in a minute for We Roguelike It, and just say like, no, I'm just going to keep playing this once a week for 3 hours, and we're just going to keep going through. There's still so much more DRG Survivor to play. Like there's a ton more game in here, so just keep clipping on it.
It's problematic.
It really is. Complimentary. Let's talk about our next game here for sure. We've already covered one of 2025's most anticipated releases for us in DRG Survivor. So naturally, next game, as we're getting closer to ending out the year here for We Roguelike It, we're going to cover one of the other most anticipated releases that had an extended early access period. And we're going to play Hades 2. Because I feel like we should probably play both of these games before we get to Game of the Year time for 2025, since they are the biggest roguelikes on the market at the moment, and kind of the most anticipated one. So we're going to spend the next month playing Hades 2, which is currently available on PC and Switch 2. I'm fairly sure it's out on Switch 2, if not very soon at time of recording. So come hang out with us and play some of it there. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.